What's going on, Genius Nation? Welcome to the Daily Genius. I am Dr. Will, and as always, super excited that you are here with us today on this journey, episode number 106. If you've been tracking with us, following with us, connecting with us, you know that we're on a 365-day journey where I'm showing up every single day inside the group to provide you with tips, strategies, and solutions to help you become the best version of yourself and create a life that you love. If you are watching this outside of our private Facebook group, that's who I'm talking about when I talk about Genius Nation. Over 1,000 individuals committed to becoming the best versions of themselves and building a life that they love. If that sounds like you, in the description, there'll be a link for you to join our Genius Nation family. We would love for you to be a part as we share with you tips, tools, and strategies to assist you in becoming a better version of yourself. So this is what we're going to call Fun Fact Friday. And every Friday when you come in, I'm going to share with you a fun fact, inspirational story about an individual, a company, just something that will motivate us, encourage us as we go into our weekend. And today, I want to talk to you about a brilliant lady by the name of Arianna Huffington. You may know her by the Huffington Post. The Huffington Post has a very inspirational story that happened to it. So Arianna Huffington, with a couple of her friends, started this blog. Now I want you guys to listen to this. She started this blog, and we're all familiar with blogs, right? She started this blog back in 2005. And she started this blog because she just wanted to have a voice. She was disgruntled with the information that was being put out in the news cycles, right? She was disgruntled with that. And so she said, you know what? I'm going to do something about it. So she got with a couple of her friends and they created this blog, the Huffington Post. And they said they were going to provide neutral news, right? They weren't going to lean to the left or to the right. They just wanted to create and present to the public just plain news, just hardcore facts, right? They weren't, once again, going to lean left or right. They weren't going to be influenced by the left or the right. They just wanted to provide people with good news. Now, what's interesting when you look at and you study Arianna's journey, she wanted to be an author, and she had gotten rejected. She had gotten rejected 36 times. She got rejected 36 times trying to become a published author. And so if you're out there and you want to be an author, don't get discouraged, because some of the best, before they got their big break, they were rejected. I remember talking with Jack Canfield about Chicken Soup of the Soul, and he said Chicken Soup of the Soul got rejected something like 67, 68 times before a publisher would give them a break. And so something similar happened with Arianna Huffington. But so she goes on with her friends in 2005. Listen to this. 2005, she starts this blog, the Huffington Post, right? The Huffington Post. Just 5 years later, listen to this, 5 years later in 2000, or 6 years later in 2011, the Huffington Post was bought by AOL for $315 million. Did you hear that? A blog post where she and her friends were just sharing their content. It got bought for $315 million. What does that say to you and I? Number one, if you have an idea, act on it. If you have an idea, act on it. If you see something that's troubling you, don't just complain about it. Arianna didn't just complain about the news that she didn't like watching on a daily basis. She took action and did something. It's the same thing that you and I can do. Take action. Take action. And as I was reading about her story, everything wasn't perfect, everything wasn't right. This was a time when people didn't really even understand about blogs. What blogs? What are you doing? But she took committed action, and just 6 years later, it paid off. And so, if you're in the middle of starting something, thinking about something, I want you to stick with it. I want you to stick with it because you never know. You never know where it can take you. You never know where that one idea can take you. You are one idea away from your life totally changing. Just one idea, acting on that one idea. And so I want you this weekend to take encouragement by Arianna Huffington by just taking action. Just taking action. What can you do? What can you act on? What have you seen that troubles you? When I think about, the most successful people, they were just irritated or they just were agitated by something they saw in the marketplace and they wanted to fix it. So on this Fun Fact Friday, Arianna Huffington is our person of interest. If you don't know about her, please, she has a fascinating story. Go read about her. Go check her out. Go check out the Huffington Post and see where it is now. It's been now sold several different times. I think BuzzFeed owns it now, but just think, just an idea that she had, So remember, you're just one idea away. All right, nation, I'll talk to you right back here tomorrow. Have a magnificent day. Go out there and be your brilliant, bright, genius self. Have a blessed day, everybody.